Hello and welcome. Just breathe. A simple task, one that doesn't actually require any real depth of skill. And yet we know that when we practice, when we apply our attention as effort, we observe and comment, not only can we deepen our relationship with the body and breath, the movement of breath, but with prana herself. So notice how it feels to rely on the breath, just as it works to move in and out on a subconscious, on an autonomic level. When I am really perhaps describing when I'm really desperate for gratitude, this is where I come. Can I be grateful? Can I remember how amazing it is to trust this autonomic system of breathing? It's a pretty powerful gift. And honestly, if you've ever experienced an interruption in your ease of breath, if you can remember what that felt like, that panic, that fear, that hesitancy that shows up when the breath is interrupted, whether it's because of congestion, because of forced impact, because of anxiety or stress. And again, just notice what's here with you as you ground into this breath, this moment, this practice. By paying attention, we switch the nervous system. We are paying attention, and now the breath responds to our thoughts, to our control, to the capacity of our discipline, our muscular control, our mental focus. So begin to deepen the breath down into the belly. Feel the belly open, the ribs splay and spread, perhaps the chest even lifts. This is the Durga breath, but primarily focusing on the diaphragmatic, meaning all the way down into the belly. The diaphragm does the pulsing work, the heavy lifting of moving the breath. Samavriti, balancing the inhale and the exhale. First, notice, perhaps even counting with an even tempo, how long it takes to welcome the breath into your body. And then notice how long it takes to completely evacuate that breath, muscularly engaging the transverse abdominis, the abdominal core, to help get out the last bit of breath. And then again, welcome and open in. Pelvic floor softens. As we exhale, you might feel that lifting of the perineum, the pelvic floor, the engaging of the inner thighs and the abdominal core. Depending on your energy level, your capacity, you might like to linger in this muscular effort. I call it, in fact, an efforting breath, to really tap into that abdominal core strength. This home of our will, our fire, our passion, our effort. And whether or not you've chosen to engage that effort of the pelvic floor, of the ujjayi throat closure, bring an evenness in timing, in effort, in volume to both sides of the breath, the inhale and the exhale. With this controlled breath, choose whether you want to lengthen or stay with this timing for your inhalation, exhalation, sama, vriti, even fluctuation of breath. By lengthening, we start to slow down and slide deeper into the parasympathetic nervous system. We tickle the edge of what is tolerable from a mental aware state for the body to endure the stress. Stress is not bad. Stress is actually necessary. So welcome in the stress at the edge of that full breath and the edge of that empty breath, knowing that you are in control of this flow of energy, this experience. With this intention, this evenness, sama, vriti, notice the effort, the energy applied to the pacing, to the volume. This focused effort, this dharana, might soften with the confidence that you're building in repeating this practice, breathing mindfully, breathing intentionally. In which case you might soften the count and trust the flow of in and out breath to ebb and flow to support the need of whatever shows up for you. And if that need might be a peeling back of some emotional story, use the breath to stay with this witness observation. If something shows up that is unwelcomed or undesirable or rooted in fear, come back to the dharana, come back to the focused control of counting and controlling your relationship with breath. The muscles of breathing are like a levee system for the flow of prana, controlling how much gets in, controlling how much gets out, until you can trust the ebb and flow and slide perhaps into a deeper exploration of what's here for you to experience. And there's no hurry. The experience will be there when you're ready. Perhaps check in again Is your breath supporting your practice, helping you to dive deeper into intimacy, helping you to cultivate more authenticity and alignment? And if not, come back to controlling the thoughts, the minds, the breath from compassion, from your own inner power, which is access to applying attention, applying prana to what matters most in this moment. Stay where you are, or consider the Samavriti now with an alternate nostril breathing. So the inhale, even to the exhale. And now rather than shifting our attention from just the in and the out, we're layering on our attention to the right and the left. The mudra of choice, we draw the breath in to the left side. Switch the finger press and out the right side. In the right side. And out the left. Once the pattern of right to left is established, come back to the evenness. Perhaps it's a count similar or the same as where you were before, or adding on that effort breath again. The next time you exhale out that left side, completing the alternate nostril breathing, return to Samavriti, even in, even out. Relax the muscles of the throat and the belly. In this final transition of our breath control, lengthen the exhale, maybe even vocalizing or sighing out. And then as much as possible, it's a little bit impossible really, but let go of the control and let your breath start to return to that autonomic breath, that easeful, unaware, unnecessary to pay attention breath. No effort. And it's okay if you're still noticing, if you're still efforting, if you're still controlling. There's plenty of time to do other things and let the body find its way back. But welcoming that autonomic, once again, is a gift that we give ourselves to trust the system of the body, the union of the body, mind, and breath. Let's close this practice in gratitude for this breath, for this practice, and the beautiful opportunity we've given ourselves to meet in this moment. May you breathe deeply and move freely, labor lovingly, and live vibrantly, cultivating this intimacy with body, breath, and mind, living your yoga. Namaste.